Hey, what's up guys, it's Kazooie here, and welcome to episode 31 of Skill into Glory. And we're gonna start off by going into the first game of this episode, and we come up against a Serie A squad in the 3-4-1-2 formation. And we start things off with Shikabala on the wing, obviously trying to beat our opponent with a juggling skill move, because that is one of the challenges we need to complete. We went on a nice skill run, but in the end his goalkeeper would save it. So he went on the counter attack there, he went with a chip through ball to his striker, but luckily enough we do intercept it. And we play it off to Sifchi. We go 1-on-1 versus the goalkeeper, and we finish it off at the near post to make it 1-0 and give us the early lead. Then in the 18th minute, we pick the ball up there with Varane while we have the ball with Shikabala. We went for a roulette where we don't really beat anyone. Then my opponent picks up the ball. He doesn't really do anything, and I already knew what was coming when I saw the black circle at the bottom. He decided to rage quit. He probably just dashboard. I'm not really too sure if he had to leave or whatever, but we picked up the win nonetheless though. It was still in the first half, so that means that this game won't count for the duration, how many games we have left with this team. So yeah, before we went into the second game, we do apply an attribute card to Shikabala, and to be honest, he looks pretty amazing with 87 shooting, 94 pace and 91 dribbling. So we get to play one game with him with the attribute card. Then we move on into the second game of this episode, and we come up against a pretty nice looking team, a lot of Colombian players, some players from the Mexican league as well, I do believe. And we start things off with Shikabala. We cut inside with the spin, we went for a shot which his goalkeeper saved, and look at that for an attempt there from Makai Steven. It is the new, I think, the Zlatan Backheel shot. Would have been absolutely insane if that went in, because it is so difficult to actually pull it off in the first place. I was kind of amazed, to be honest. But anyway, we do make it 1-0 with Sifchi. Then in the 45th minute, we actually conceded a corner, and it's my opponent getting himself back into the game. And straight from kickoff, I was about to go on a nice skill run, but then the referee decided to blow on his whistle as well. So we move on in the second half. We have Sifchi on the ball. We play it off to Makai Steven. We go with the ball roll, hoping for a fancy shot, but again it just ended up being a no look shot, which in my opinion is not really a fancy shot, because all he does is look away really, which in my opinion is not really anything special basically. So yeah, that is the reason why I decided not to count those as a fancy shot. So hopefully that will clear something up for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys actually said in I think the previous episode that I scored one of those and that I should count them as a fancy goal. So that's basically the reason. But anyway, in the 90th minute, we got through there with Shikabala. We pretty much went 1-on-1. We go with a ball roll there to cut inside, and we do make it 3-1 to basically make it game over and pick up his 5th goal as well. So we ended up winning that game 3-1. I think it was a pretty even game, even though we had a couple more shots in the very end. But anyway, we move on in the third game of this episode. We had to apply an injury card to Shikabala and also a squad fitness card to the team. And we come against a pretty nice looking team in the false 9 formation with Totti as well. And he starts off there with an amazing shot there on the crossbar. Could have been a really nice goal. Then on the counter attack in the 22nd minute, we have Shikabala on the ball. We'll go with a lovely volley there where we do hit the post. Very unlucky as well. Then just before half time, we do have the ball with Sifchi. Two roulettes to beat 2 defenders. We go with a few balls to a spin. We cut inside there. A lovely skill move to beat one more defender. Then I actually should have taken a shot right there, but it took a little bit too much time there, and I ended up wasting that chance. Then in the second half, we got through there with Gary Makai Steven. He decided to rush out his goalkeeper. We cut in there with the ball roll, and then we get another shot there, a rebound shot, where we eventually do make it 1-0 and give us the lead. Then in the 77th minute, we have the ball there with Shikabala. A lovely running waka waka there to get past one defender. Then we go with a ball roll. We went for a shot at the near post, but his goalkeeper's out to save it yet again. Then we're in the 81st minute. We play it off there to Makai Steven. I think he went on ultra attack because his defense was pretty much nowhere, and we do make it 2-0 there at the very end to pretty much make it game over. Then straight from kickoff, he went on a run. We do intercept the ball though, but then for some reason he still was able to press start, and that's what he did. He decided to rage quit as well. So once again, we picked up another rage quit. It was in the second half, so that means that this game will count. But anyway, we do apply once again a squad fitness card to the team, since a few players were low on fitness, and we also do apply an attribute card to Shikabala. So we move on to the next game, where we actually come against a pretty nice skill team with a few 5-star skillers. We do have Charisma and also Memphis Depay. So yeah, pretty nice looking team we came up against. We start things off with Sifchi with some skill moves obviously. Then we pass it over to Shikabala. Shikabala. A lovely first touch there to get past one defender. We go with the scoop turn to a heel flick. Once again, we cut inside with a running Waka Waka. We went for a shot at the near post, which his goalkeeper saved. And we got another shot in, but his goalkeeper was there yet again to save it. Then in the 45th minute, he makes a mistake. We pick it up with Shikabala. A lovely Rabona pass to Sivci, and then look at that for a volley on his weak foot as well to make it 1-0, give us a lead, and actually complete the challenge. Absolutely love the goal. Just the way he basically put it into the back of the net with his weak foot as well. Just an amazing goal in my opinion. So we do make it 1-0. Then into the second half, we're only 4 minutes in, and we gave away a stupid penalty. I wasn't really too sure if it was a penalty or not, but anyway, he steps up for it with Memphis Depay, and he makes it 1-1 to get himself back into the game. Then straight from kickoff, we have the ball with Mackay Stevens. So lovely skill was there to beat 2 defenders in a row. We go with some step overs there, as you can see, to beat one more defender. Then we actually went with an Elastico, which I probably shouldn't have done, because the way I kind of finished off that score run wasn't really the best, and I think I probably could have scored from it anyway. But yeah, that is how the game ended. It was still 1-1, so we had to go into extra time. I decided to make 2 changes. I decided to bring on El Ghazi as a striker, and also Ricardo Kishna, just to bring off like Mackay Steven, and I think also Sivci, because they were quite low on fitness. But we start things off there with El Ghazi, a lovely rainbow flick. Then we pick it up with Kishna, and we actually put it into the back of the net to make it 2-1, and that gives us a lead back again. Then in the 102nd minute, we got through with El Ghazi, a lovely ball roll to create some space, and we put it into the back of the net as well to make it 3-1, and basically make it game over. And then my opponent decided to press start once again, and you can see it coming. Another rage quit, the 3rd one in this game, and I just don't really seem to understand why people keep rage quitting that late in the game, because if you just play the game out, you won't screw up your DNF, which is your did not finish. And when you screw up your DNF, you basically get less coins every time you play a game, which I think not a lot of people know. But anyway, we go on what will be the final game of this episode, and we actually start things off from a free kick in the 2nd minute. I decided to take a look at the free kick stats, because I wasn't really too sure if Eliseo had like the best ones. Then I noticed that Shikabala had some pretty amazing free kick stats with the attribute card I applied to him, so I decided to step up for it with him, and we actually put it into the bottom corner. A lovely free kick there to actually pick up a 6th goal, I do believe, and obviously give us the early lead. Then in the 5th minute, a lovely pass there from Sifsi to Shikabala. We get pretty lucky there with the skill moves. Then we go inside the box. We went for a chip shot in the far corner where we actually hit the crossbar. Then from the rebound, I actually forgot that I was holding the left bumper. That is the reason why I completely wasted that chance with Sifchi. So it went over. Then in the 38th minute, we have Sifchi on the ball there. A lovely running Waka Waka. We went for a shot, but his goalkeeper was there with a fantastic save. So we move on in the second half. A lovely pass there yet again from Sifchi. We play it off to Mackay Steven. I don't know what his goalkeeper was doing, but I decided to go for a bonus shot to kind of mix it up. But unfortunately, his defender was there, I think, and also his goalkeeper to clear it off the line. Then in the 77th minute, we have the ball with Uchan. A lovely skill move there. Again, I probably took a little bit too much time. Probably should have taken a shot a little bit earlier. But nevertheless, in the 83rd minute, it is once again Uchan on the ball. We play it off to Shikabala. We get past his goalkeeper and his defender, who actually pretty much ran into each other. And then we finish it off in style as well. A lovely backheel to put it into the back of the net. Pick up a 7th goal, the 2nd fancy shot as well, which means we do complete another challenge, and we also pick up the 6th skill goal, which is pretty awesome. Then we're in the 87th minute. We do have the ball there with Mackay Steven. We play it off there in the very end to Sifchi, where we pass it over to Shikabala. We go the scoop turn to a fake Rabone to a ball roll fake. I decided to coach some skill moves, trying to get another skill goal, but then we actually do get fouled. So we picked up a penalty. We step up for it with Shikabala, trying to get his 3rd goal of the game, but unfortunately his goalkeeper was actually there to save the penalty. So yeah, we ended up winning that game 2-0, which is not too bad. We scored a pretty awesome goal and also a pretty nice free kick with Shikabala. So we move on to the skill is up, and as you can see, we're currently on 7 goals with Shikabala, and we still have 9 games left. So that is pretty awesome, and we also have 2 challenges completed so far. So yeah guys, that is pretty much the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, would be very much appreciated, and if you can hit 2,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.